Okay, guys, welcome to another weekly market review for ourselves. Okay, let's get straight into it. So again, as always, as I said, this is not financial advice. This is just our own opinions that we have come up with, and anything we put are just our own personal views. Okay, so again, number one, Disney CEO is planning for more layoffs and it's going to begin this week. So again, the layoffs still continue with all your big companies as well. Tech giants have been unloading off employees. Now Disney as well, also looking to cut about 7,000 jobs for themselves. Again, another cost-cutting measure is the reason why they are doing this for themselves, and really to restructure the organization from the time of COVID. All right. So again, we are not in COVID times anymore. Things have come down. Money is tapering off. We've got high inflation as well. So again, all these companies are looking at it as a cost-cutting measure for itself. Okay. So again, Disney is another one who is laying off their employees. Number two, Alibaba said that it plans to split its company into 6 distinct businesses. Okay, each with the ability to explore IPOs or to raise funding for itself. So again, it's a very big change for itself, and it triggered a spike in Alibaba stock as well. The whole reason why they're doing this is because number one, they are facing competition from the US, and the Chinese government, number two, is also coming down hard on technology industries and companies again. All right, so we know companies like Baba, JD, all of these guys were affected heavily because of China's regulations. And again, if they do ramp that up again, it's going to look like it will affect those companies as well. So they are looking to split it into 6 businesses, again with their own separate leadership. All right, so you'll be having Taobao, cloud intelligence, local service group, smart logistics, digital commerce, and media and entertainment. Okay, so pretty impressive from Alibaba. Now, number three, people have been, moving their deposits or their bank accounts from smaller banks to bigger institutions at a slower rate. Again, this is in light of the whole Silicon Valley Bank issue that happened. So when Silicon Valley Bank had its issues, when it declared it had its bankruptcy issues as well as banks like First Republic and Credit Suisse, what happened was a lot of these depositors or a lot of individuals started to remove or pull out of their deposits from smaller banks to go to bigger ones, or I would say ones that they felt were more stable for themselves. Okay, so that has kind of slowed down a bit. Individuals were moving their assets out of regional banks and moving them to banks like JP Morgan or Bank of America, all right, who were better equipped to handle anything or any issues with the financial markets and how if any crisis might come up. Okay, but it doesn't mean that the banking sector is out of the woods just yet, right? As it says, there still may be trouble on the horizon. We need to keep observing what happens in the coming weeks as well as the coming months as well. Okay, because do not forget, we still have people or unemployment going up for themselves. We still have issues as well in the banking sector. These issues have not, or crises have not gone away yet. All right, so deposits or individuals could start moving their money again. We do not know as well. All right, so let's just hope no bank runs happen and we do not see individuals pulling out a massive amount of money for themselves. All right, now next thing is last week on Thursday we had 2 important data that came out. Number one is GDP. Okay, so GDP is one of them. Analysts were forecasting 2.7%, but what actually came out was 2.6%. So again, not too bad. All right, slightly below what analysts forecasted. We are still positive considering all your unemployments and high inflation environment we are in now. Okay, so I think this was pretty all right, despite the fact that we are now having the current situation that we are in, okay, with inflation and unemployment going up. Now, the next part is unemployment claims that are also here. Analysts forecasted that it was about 196,000, but what came out was 198,000. So for those of you that don't know, unemployment claims is very simply the amount of individuals that are claiming unemployment insurance, right? Basically, they're unemployed, they're claiming unemployment insurance. Now, analysts forecasted 196, but the numbers that came out was not too bad. It was about 198. So it shows that, again, we have unemployment. It is there, but it is not high or tremendously high as of yet, right? So I think on this day, market didn't react too negatively. It was actually pretty bullish for that day for itself. So yeah, I think because it's still positive, we still got positive GDP, even though unemployment is going up, but unemployment is not happening at a such an exponential rate, right? Even though it's been slowly increasing for itself, based on the data, it's not been tremendously exponential. Okay, so this is in terms of what happened this week for the markets. Now let's go ahead and check out the charts to see what actually happened and where the markets can go in the upcoming week. Okay, guys, so we are on the SPY chart, my S&P 500, and very simply, you can see for yourself, last week, right, markets rallied up, all right, we rallied hard. My SPY, the S&P 500, broke through my 400 EMA so cleanly and went up all the way to about 409 to 410 for itself. Okay, so right now at about 409 or 410, for the short term, there is a resistance that is here. If it does manage to break through, we can see markets go up and test higher all the way to about 415 for ourselves. Okay, if not, then this will be a rejection point. We will see prices come back down to my 200 EMA level. That is around 400, all right, around 398 to 400 for ourselves. Okay, so again, I'll be watching this week. If it breaks, then it can go higher all the way to about 415. If not, then it will start making its way back down to my 200 EMA for itself, right? Around 400 to 398. Now on QQQ, very simply as well, again, rally from the tech stocks. So tech stocks were the one leading the rally. And again, we managed to come up all the way to about 320. I said before, 320 is a level that I also have a resistance. If again, the bullishness does continue, we may see prices go up all the way to even 330 for ourselves, right? So all the way even till 330 for ourselves. Okay, so again, this is how the markets are playing out for themselves, how the markets are playing out. So let's see what happens in the upcoming week. If QQQ does reject my 320, then we will see it come back to at least, all right, around 310 for itself, all right, at least around 310 for itself. Okay, so I'll be observing the markets this week, see whether the bullish momentum continues or whether it starts going the other direction. Okay, so that's it for the charts. Let's take a look at what are the upcoming events, because we've got some important stuff for this week. Okay, guys, so first thing first, all right? So today we have manufacturing PMI, all right? So PMI data is coming out. Today it's happening at 10 p.m. for yourself. This is a high impact event, high volatility event. So again, if you're trading or you're doing any sort of trading for yourself, please wait until after this event happens before you consider any trades for yourself. Okay, so again, because of this data that's coming out, it could affect the markets for itself. Now, number two, all right, we have non-farm employment change that is also coming out at the same time as well as services PMI data. So again, non-farm employment change is something that can affect the market. It's going to be coming out before market opens at about 8:15 p.m. So again, this is another data we need to take note of as well, all right? Basically telling us how has employment changed, more people getting hired, less people getting hired, or what is going on. Okay, now next one, unemployment claims as well. So again, analysts are forecasting about 200K for this. Let's see whether the data that comes out, is it going to be exponentially different? Is it going to be exponentially higher? Or is it going to be around the same as the forecast and how market reacts to this? Okay, so this is also happening on Thursday. So you can see, guys, literally for this week for itself, the last day on Friday, we've also got hourly earnings that are coming out. We've also got unemployment rate data that is coming out as well, all right? Basically telling us how employment is. Is it high employment, low unemployment? How much is the earnings as well, because we are in a high inflation environment? Is wages for individuals increasing, or are they staying stagnant, or even maybe worse, decreasing for itself? All right, so this is going to be coming out as well. So you see, guys, literally almost every day there is going to be a high impact event that is happening this week. So do expect a little bit of a more volatile week. Be a bit more careful when you're trading this week for yourself. Okay. But again, guys, if you know how to take advantage of the opportunities in the market, if you know how to identify what opportunities are there, then, okay, you can see or you can make some really, really good returns for yourself. Okay, so like our guys here at the 1K a day club in our TWC community, because they knew how to take advantage of the bullish opportunity that was happening last week when the markets were rallying. Some stocks were going up, some stocks were going down, but it did not matter because the guys knew how to take advantage of this and they were making some consistent returns for themselves. Okay, so let me just show you. We got some amazing results here for the week. You can see Keith over here. Keith is someone, guys, that literally just joined us last week. You know, he joined us last week. I spoke to him as well. And within a couple of days, this guy is already winning on his trades. He's literally, again, told us that he's made about $1,000 for himself. Is literally 1 week for himself. All right, literally up about, I think, about 1 to 1.5K for himself in a span of 1 week. Okay, that's really incredible, guys, for just a short period of time. Okay, next thing as well, Meta also, all right, by Adai, doing a day trade for himself. Very quick trade, making about close to $100 for himself, right? So using a small amount of money, making about $100 for himself, pretty fantastic in what he's doing. Okay, another one, Henry. All right, so Henry, like Keith, also joined us about a week or two ago, and literally you can see, guys, all right, in his first 2 or 3 trades for himself, already making consistent returns for himself. Okay, and it doesn't end there, guys. You know, all these guys are really making such consistent returns because they have a system for themselves. And that is what we preach and we teach over here at our TWC community. And that is why the guys are aiming to do their 1K a day for themselves, right? So just go ahead and look, guys. Very simply over here, you got Prash, again, making about 9% on Tesla put for himself. Desmond over here, all right, small win for himself on this trade, but his Microsoft puts paid brilliantly for himself. Again, this other guy as well, making about 17% on Apple, 8%, all right, couple of $100 for himself in 1 day for himself. Okay, now the next one again, Aloysius over here, Nvidia puts about 560, all right, another 2 good trades as well by him, making about 5% over here, 5%, literally about 500 bucks, about 1.5K for himself, all right? And then you got Jasmine over here doing on Google for himself, making about $128 for herself. Okay, really incredible. And it doesn't stop there, guys, keeps on going. Again, Prash again with Tesla. He loves his Tesla, made money on the way down, made money on the way up as well. Okay, that's the power of what we do here, guys. Doesn't matter which way the stock is moving, whether it's going up, down, we know how to make our returns for ourselves. Okay, now the next thing is Giselle as well. Giselle, guys, is also someone literally a fresh beginner, right? About 1.5 to 2 weeks in, and look at this for herself, right? Making about 2 to 5% in her first early days, and she's not doing these trades for very long, guys. Just about 8 to 10 minutes, guys. Literally 8 to 10 minutes of her day, she already made copy money for herself. She already made some decent returns for herself. Okay, again, she has a smaller portfolio, so the returns are a little bit smaller for herself. If she got a bigger portfolio, definitely she can start making more for herself as well. All right, and then you can see Prash over here, Google trade making about 18% for himself, about $440. Really, really nice. Now, the last one, which is this guy again, Kenneth. Kenneth has been diligently paper trading, guys. And he literally in the last week has started making his live trades for himself, his own trades. And literally within his second or third trade, this is the result, guys. Literally 60% for himself in 17 minutes, all right? Close to $500. So he only used about 300 to 400 for himself, okay? And he made, all right, he only used about, he used about $600 for himself and already made about $400+ for himself, right? Really, really fantastic. Really proud of him. He was also really excited when he got his results on this trade as well. Okay, so really fantastic by Kenneth. Really props to him. But again, guys, this just goes to show you here that the system we have is one that can bring you consistent returns for yourself if you know how to apply it. Okay, so again, as always, guys, if you are not part of our free community, please go ahead and join. Number one over here. If you're not part of our free Discord channel, the link is over here. The QR code is here, okay? bit.ly/IWC Discord. You can click on it, go ahead and join this link, or you can also just scan the QR code to join the channel for yourself, right? This is where I post weekly market reviews and updates for you guys, okay? Now, number two, which is over here, is our Instagram page, bit.ly/IWC Insta. You can scan the QR code as well. You can see, again, many trades that we are looking at for the week, spotlight of the week, and any important trading resources that we have. We also share it in the Instagram page as well, right? So if you're not joining yet, please click the link or scan the QR code that is over here. Okay, so with that, guys, I've come to the end of my weekly market review. As always, it was a pleasure, again, doing this for you guys. If that's it, then please take care, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you next week for yourself.